No slaving over a hot stove today.
We're making quick dishes using fresh tomatoes.
And the recipes we're featuring today come from our friends at Fine Cooking Magazine. Joining us now is Associate Editor Denise Mickelson. It's great to have you back, Denise.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for bringing all these great tomatoes.
You're welcome. This is the time of year for tomatoes.
Look at all the different types of tomatoes. Now, the one I know is the heirloom tomatoes.
Right,
And they're
so
the ugly ones over there, right?
They're ugly, but the uglier the better. I swear, the uglier the better. Something like this. Look at
Yes.
this beautiful thing. It looks cracked, but
Yes.
as long as there are no juices coming out of it, it is good to go. And look at this beautiful color. It's like a rainbow tomato.
How do you know that's ripe, though? I'd be confused if I saw that.
Feel it. So just a little bit of pressure, and it yields, right? It's not rock hard.
Right,
a
it's
rock
not.
hard tomato is a winter, flavorless tomato. This has just a little bit of pressure, and it yields under your fingers. It's going to be juicy and
really
good.
tasty?
Really
Okay,
tasty.
all right.
Okay. So what we're going to talk about today is these beautiful tomatoes. We did a fun story in our August-September issue, 10 tomatoes in 10. So 10 recipes that only take 10 minutes to make, which is, just
cake.
about the amount of time everybody has. Everybody's busy. So we're going to make a no-cook tomato sauce. No heat required. You don't need to do much to tomatoes to make a delicious sauce. What you're going to do is start out with some garlic. You're going to smash it on the board.
Okay.
And you're going to smash, and see, I seeded this hot red chili. I like a little bit of spice in my
Okay,
sauce.
add some heat.
So we're adding a little heat. So I'm going to start this, and then I'm going to turn it over to you, Teresa.
Oh, okay.
But we're going to start chopping this up. And once we get it started, we're going to bring in parsley. This is just a 1/4 cup of parsley. And we're going to chop all these things. Do you want to keep chopping?
Sure, I'll chop.
All
I'll help you chop.
Keep chopping
You
here.
do that, Teresa, because you know I don't like knives.
Right? So the point
great.
of this is you get fresh herbs, you get some garlic, you get some chili,
Oh,
and you
good
mix
job.
that into a bunch of, these are plum tomatoes. Plum tomatoes.
Can you use other types of tomatoes?
You could, but plum tomatoes are really excellent for sauce. They don't have a lot of seeds. They're really nice and meaty and juicy. So we just dice these up. You don't have to take the seeds out. You don't have to do anything.
What do you think?
That's
going?
fine. You can, for right now, this is absolutely fine.
Okay.
So we're going to, here, I'll do this. You take it, you throw it into the tomatoes. This is about 2.5 pounds of tomatoes. You give it a nice stir. And we're going to, of course, add salt. Now, the beauty of this sauce is the longer it sits, the better it tastes. You can serve it right away, in which case you would put the salt on right away. But if you're going to let it sit, you want to not do the salt until right at the end, because salt brings out all the water and the juices in the tomato. And so if you salted it and then let it sit for an hour, it would get watery.
So put the salt last.
So put the salt last.
And another tip you mentioned to us about refrigerating tomatoes.
Never, ever refrigerate tomatoes. You
And
guys
I'm
don't do
guilty.
that, do you?
Of course
Yeah,
I do.
Oh my God.
You cut a slice off.
I didn't
No.
know that. So why is it bad to put the tomato in the refrigerator?
Under 50 degrees, a tomato gets mealy and all the flavor disappears. It's a crime. It's a crime. Never refrigerate a tomato.
Okay.
Okay, no,
Especially
no.
a summer
So
tomato.
you leave it outside the entire time?
Leave them out at room temperature. If you've cut into a big one, you made a sandwich and you cut into it and you don't want to use the whole thing, put plastic wrap on the cut side, put it down on a plate, and you can leave it out at room temperature for 2 days.
All right.
All right, very
Okay?
good.
So this is our fresh, raw, super fast tomato sauce. And here we have cooked pasta. So here you go.
Okay,
You
so
do it. You combine the
Put
two.
it in there. Right on.
The other beautiful thing about this sauce is that you can tailor it to your taste. You could add cubes of fresh mozzarella to this. You could add ribbons of prosciutto. You could take the chili out. You could
sounds
add
great.
basil. You can do anything you want to this sauce. The heat from the pasta is going to bring out the juices of the tomatoes. And I mean, this whole thing took, 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, and it looks just delicious.
And it's
perfect
beautiful.
for summertime.
Dinner.
Now, do you have, is it Romano or Parmesan?
That's Parmesan, big hunk of
Are
Parmesan.
we going to add that to
Yeah.
this? Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
here.
Love it.
How can you
Okay,
not?
ready?
Not.
Okay.
I personally don't believe in pasta without cheese. I don't know. It's
Okay.
just no good. Oop.
There you go.
Look at that. So,
Again, what kind of cheese is this?
this is Parmigiano Reggiano, and it always tastes better if you can buy a block of it, and they sell these at every supermarket instead of buying it pre-grated. It's going to have much better flavor. The pre-grated stuff gets dried out really fast. So this is a good way to get fresh cheese flavor into your pasta.
So
So
should
look
I
at
mix
that.
it, or you-
Yeah. Yeah, mix it up.
So Jocelyn is mixing that. I noticed that we have another dish here with tomatoes.
We do. So this is one of the other ones from the story. This is an updated caprese salad. So caprese is fresh mozzarella, tomatoes, and basil, right?
Yes.
This is special because we have burrata cheese in here. Burrata is a creamy mozzarella. It has cream inserted into the
So
center.
if mozzarella wasn't good enough,
As
you've
if-
added
can
some
you
cream.
imagine? So this is even better.
Okay.
It's a creamier mozzarella, and you can get it at Whole Foods, at Costco, at Trader Joe's. It's really readily available.
Okay.
And then we have the basil, we have a little olive oil, and then the special thing here also is olive tapenade, which you can buy at the store. It has a ton of flavor, and it adds a nice salty, tangy note to the salad.
And it's so pretty.
And it's so pretty, and that also, I mean, all I have to do is slice everything up, dollop on the tapenade. It takes 5 minutes.
Teresa, that's your favorite
I
salad.
know, this really is my favorite. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
it
lunch
is.
today.
She
You're
can't wait to eat
welcome. Well, that with some bread is a perfect light dinner, lunch. It could be a first course.
Fantastic.
great.
Yeah.
Well, great, Dee. Thank you so much for being here. We're out of time, but you can
Thank
find the recipe, of course, on WTNH.com.
That's right, and stay with us because we have an author of this a fabulous book. I can't wait for you to see it. It's The Medium Next Door.